We are going to do some cute little ice creams and a few little desserts. Now I have uno, due, tre, okay, due, tre, quattro, cinque. I got a couple of few projects ready. Thank you, Lori. I got a few. Oh, and if you guys wanna know how to make this, you guys, I use no pattern, no nothing. I am going to put the video on YouTube later on today. So I do have a few projects ready. This was what I started with. Actually, this was what I started with, and I made this without even knowing a couple of weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. So if you want to see how this one was made, not the ice creams, I didn't make the ice cream, but you can definitely go on my page and check out how we put this cutie together. And you guys, I'm gonna tell you, this right here, it's like my childhood in one place, because my great grandpa used to make the baskets. We used to, because we had vineyards, right? So all the branches and everything from the vineyards, he used to strip them down and use them to make the most amazing baskets. So there's my great grandpa right there, and my grandpa from my mom's side, I used to bring us ice cream all the time. And then both my grandmas and my mom, with all the flowers and the love for flowers that I developed since I probably was 5 years old. So right there, there is like a big part of my family and my childhood right there, running in the fields, eating ice cream with the other grandpa yelling at us because we weren't working in the vegetable garden. So, you know, little things like that, just like, I don't know, it means a lot to me. So we are going to make this one together. So I'm going to show you how to make this one. Actually, these type of scoops is what we are going to go from here. So all I did, I purchased this little dish, which I wish I brought the other one close to me, but I didn't, because I bought two. And what I did is I used spackle with paint, and I've been playing with a lot of texture stuff and everything. Do you sell the basket? This basket, Nadine, this is from the baskets and all the flowers, and the ribbon too, I believe, is from Deco Exchange. I do have an affiliate link if you want to. You don't have to. And the baskets, you guys, come in 2 sizes. This one is the large one, and it also comes in a smaller size. I made this one for my mother-in-law. Oh my gosh, and I brought it to her for Easter Sunday. She super loved it, and I was there this past week, and she's like, "You think you can make me another one? I'll pay you for it." I'm like, "Mom, I'll make you another one." She wants to put it in the back. So okay, so I used spackle, and I've been playing with a lot of different textures and things like that. So I will show you how I make this and how we apply it. But I needed this to be dry so that we can work on this arrangement. And this cute little ball, it's, perché misuro sempre la parte sbagliata? I'm sorry, I'm measuring on the wrong side. It is 6 by 6, so it's 6 inches round, and it's got a cute little pedestal. It is plastic. I'm gonna bring you down. What am I using? I am using this. I'm backwards, so you probably can't see, but this is lightweight spackle. I get it from Amazon, and you just got to make sure that it's lightweight. And all I did to get the color that you see here, because it's not white, oh, it's right here. I'm like, did I leave it on my other table? No, please. I added a little brown, and this is like an espresso brown. Of course, espresso. Come on, guys. It fits, right? Espresso brown, and I just made it a little darker. I am going to make it a little darker. And I'm going to show you what I do to add a little texture. I just use plaster of Paris. Hey, Pam. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, you guys. Thank you, Pam. So we're going to use that, and I'm going to use, of course, foam clay, and it is entirely up to you where you want to purchase your foam clay. I use Bose. I do have some from Rita Joy that I've been using. They have a lot of different colors because Bose only comes in primary colors. And to be honest with you, I don't really enjoy. I do it and it's fun. And Pinterest is a huge help, you guys, like how to mix the colors to get certain shades. Like there is a lot of knowledge on Pinterest. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. What I'm using. As of tools, you guys, I don't know if you know, but I used to be very big in cake decorating. So I have a lot of tools, lots of it, doubles. So I left some upstairs for cake purposes and then some down here for all of my fun stuff. All right. So, of course, we like to embellish. So I love bling rope, and back to a couple of years ago, I used to use it for different things. So I have so much of it in so many different colors. However, between Deco Exchange and Glitz and Glue, they have many different colors of this bling rope, because if you know me, I'm all about the bling. Just saying. I'm just saying. I wanted to bling up my glasses, and my daughter goes, "Mom, please." I'm like, "What? That's who I am." So, and I did use some of these sprinkles. I'm gonna be totally honest, you guys. I do not remember where I purchased them, but they look like little confettis, and they're like different colors. So we're gonna use that. Oh, well, I show you this cutie right here because I couldn't leave that behind. Dimensional fabric paint. That's to do our chocolate some on top. Hey, Michelle. But I will go through everything as we go along. We might be using some of these, and these, you guys, I made them. These are just oven baked clay sprinkles. I made them. Well, me and hubby. Me and hubby. Oh, Lorraine, that's really good to know. Right, Lynn? We love all the bling bling, you know? I love ribbon with sparkles. I love all of that. I know some people like, oh, glitter. Oh, sparkles. Me, the more the better. All right. So let me bring you down. Let me grab. Oh, I'm like, oh, I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. So I have some styrofoam. We're going to see what is going to fit better in here. And these are just the styrofoam discs from the dollar store. So let's make our ice cream scoops. And for that, I'm going to use clay. I gotta give myself a little room over here. Just a little. Okay. So hopefully that will do. And I want to use, so we're going to start with the mint green. And whatever you do, you guys, when you, so every clay is different. Need a little bit more. Every clay is different. This one is from Rita Joy. It is a little softer and a little bit more wet than the Bose. So these gotta go. So you wanna make sure that, all right, see, things start coming off now. Okay, So what I was saying is this one is a little bit more soft and a little bit more wet than the bows. So when you're working with it, you kind of have to be a little bit more patient. And sometimes I'll leave it out for like a few minutes. Hey, Linda, welcome. And then come back to it so that it is a little drier and a little easier. Linda, I know what you meant anyway. Hey, Eileen, look what I'm doing. Eileen, this gotta go too. Sorry, you guys. I wanted to really be a girl from the 50s. I don't know how they cooked or did anything with all the pretty things on, right? All right, so now that we have it conditioned, I am going to break it apart. This is what I have, you guys. It's not perfect. Oh, I'm making lots of pretty things, Eileen. I am Nadia's Ice Cream Parlor from the 50s. I am not really concerned about making it perfect. I don't want it perfect. I actually want it textured, and I'm placing it down, and all I'm going to do is gently keep going, and all I'm doing is I am gently pushing in right there so that I have this coming out. And you see, go in and this comes out. This push in, this goes out. Now, also another thing you got to keep in mind, you see? Another thing you got to keep in mind, I totally forgot what I was about to say, you guys. Oh, Linda, yes, yes, yes. Oh, this is what I was going to say. The clay will shrink as it's drying, right? So I tend to make this part a little longer, and I don't know if you noticed, but on this one I didn't. I wasn't paying attention in class, and I don't like how it got a little shorter, but I can definitely go back and add. Senior moment. Yep. Yes, yes. Lori, those moments are just a little too, you know, too much. So you see, and I am really liking the texture. And again, listen, everybody designs in a different way, okay? If you want this to be perfect, you go for it. Ooh, you go for it and do it perfect. I'm okay with it not being perfect. There is really no right or wrong. You know, Eileen, I saw that, and I meant to ask you about it, but we'll talk. So, like, there is no really right or wrong, right? Like, it's entirely about what you like. How about that? You know, some things for me, I think they are, you know, of a personal, you know, subjective type of liking or not. Guys, I even have a coffee mug from the 50s that matches my apron. Who does that? I didn't buy that. I didn't buy that. Okay. So I'm just going to keep on going. And now all I'm going to do, so I have these brushes, and yes, they are old. These are Wilton brushes that we use to clean our tips, right? And the reason why I keep it is because they are perfect to give texture to my things. So you see, I'm just going in. I'm going to give it a little texture here and there. And again, it's entirely up to you. How much, how little, if you even want. You see, now you really got to be a little rough, especially with this clay, that it is a little bit more wet than the other clay. And then, oh, let's clean this up a little bit, because there I see glitter. I see glitter. I usually use a silicone mat. Wow, that's a lot of glitter right there. Okay. to let it rest. You could use a cookie drying rack. However, it will leave the marks on your designs. Hey, Lisa. How are you? All right, so we're going to make a smaller one in the green. Okay, good. My glue gun is working. I'm like, oh, I didn't even check. So I'm just going to give it like a bit of a round. And just, I'm making this one a little smaller. And again, I'm just going in and I'm just turning and pushing in. Turning and pushing in. And now I'm going to elongate this part. And you can go as low or as short as you, like with this, as you want. Am I in the camera? I can't see. You guys, thank you all for being here. And if this is your first time on my page, I would appreciate it if you give us a like and a follow. And if you want to, and if you don't have these, we are going to use something that, hold on, where's, okay. This brush, you see how it's a little rough? And I'm just going to, I usually make wreaths and centerpieces, you guys, but today I had to do my ice cream. I had to do a little a little different. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit and then do the impressions again. So just so that we give it time. If you don't have a silicone mat, I'm gonna show you a little trick that a friend told me. If you have these labels, right, I usually save the backing of it because the shiny side of it is perfect to dry the small clay stuff. Okay, just so you know, like you don't have to go out. Hey, Varlene. Welcome. So glad you joined us. Okay. Now, let's set our styrofoam, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom. Perfect. Perfect. So it's in there. And put in another one. Where's my glue gun? Oh, I don't need that. What are you doing, Nadia? I was trying to put in another glue stick, but I don't need it yet. Okay. Okay. So I put 2, and we're definitely going to need 1 more, which I have ready right here. Okay. So that's what we have. And I'm going to show you how to do the side. Okay. There we go. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. So my idea is to make a whole cute little ice cream some over here. And we are going to use some of these. And no, I did not make these. Hey, Tracy, how are you, sweet friend? So we're going to use these on top of everything. So I didn't make them. These, I bought, no, those are 2 things. But Eileen, if you're still here, you know, I could use a few of these. I totally could use a few of those. Okay. And I'm going to get some of my spackle. You guys, I keep looking around because I'm like so nervous that I forgot something. And I just want to make sure. But everything is here. Okay, so I'm going to show you, and I'm actually going to make a little bit of it in, what color? So I buy these thingies from, so you see, let me show you. If you were making a cake, this is the consistency that we want perfect when we icing a cake. You see how it moves and it stays smooth, right? So if you are familiar with icing to cover a cake, if you ever took a Wilton class or if you did it on your own, this is the soft consistency that we use to ice a cake. So that's what it looks like, okay? But in this case, I want it a little bit more, a little thicker and with a little bit more texture, so to speak, right? That's when I like to add my plaster of Paris. You can also use, I saw someone on YouTube. Let's make this one in a little darker. I saw someone on YouTube also using flour, regular flour. So you could do that too. And I'm sure there is many other ways. You guys, I am just getting into this. And like I said, I do love to play with different textures. So who said that? You guys. Oh, Linda, thank you. Why are we congratulating Tracy? What happened? Oh, Tracy. That's really cool. That is cool. So we're going to make this a little darker than I made the other one. So I'm going to add a little more. And as I'm going, I'm going to add, I love these containers, you guys. I really do, because then you don't have to worry and you just, you know, when they get too dirty. So usually I start very small because I don't want it to get too dry. I just want a little texture. So see, it starts to get like that. And then you keep on mixing. And you see how the consistency is changing. I can't really smooth it out as good, right? And it's grabbing a little texture. I'm actually going to put a little more. And this is also a way to make texture painting, which I absolutely love. You see how it's changing and it's a little harder and it's getting like, I don't want to say sandy, but almost. You see that? You see? So this is the medium consistency icing that we use to make borders on the cakes. Aw. Thank you, Deborah. That's so sweet. You guys are so kind. Okay. All right. So we're going to grab our bag, and I'm going to use 1M, which is the big open star. What time is it, you guys? I'm here having fun, and we got to get a move on it. Oy, oy, oy. And here is me with 6 projects. And whenever you cut, you want to make sure that you are not covering any of the openings. Bring your piping bag down and start filling from the bottom. You want to make sure that you keep the bag as clean as possible so you can refill it. And I kind of give it a little push down to, you know, try to eliminate as many air bubbles as we possibly can. Can you tell that I was a cake decorating instructor for Wilton for like 4 years, you guys. I am like, oh my gosh. I actually, well, I did. I made it a little darker, but not too dark. Okay. And then you want to bring it down, and I always do it over the container because you want to eliminate all those air bubbles. There we go. And in this case, we don't care if there are air bubbles, but, you know. Ooh. Okay. So I'm just going to start from the center. And I'm not really caring so much for the perfection of what this looks like. And I'm holding the bag 90 degrees. Squeeze, push, lift. Squeeze, push, lift. You guys, this is like cake decorating 101. Fake ice cream, everything. We're doing it all here. 10:31, thank you. Oh, no, it's definitely, okay, now it's a little later. So you see, keeping the bag clean helps you as we are going to refill, because we do need a few more stars. Let's just, hold on, I don't want to mess. Okay. We're gonna make more. Oh no, we have it made. I'll just add a little bit more color. I just wanted to show you guys how quick it is. So squeeze, push, lift. 90 degrees, squeeze, push, lift. And you always want to make sure that the top of your bag is twisted so your plaster comes out from the tip, not the top. And I'm just going around and making it pretty. And I'm going to put a little bit more here. Now, ideally, I would want this to dry before we do our next step, but I didn't want to pre-do too many steps. Does that make sense? So we'll just deal. We will deal. And I will show you. Oh, you guys, if you want to, you can also go into the comments, type in !, notify. Made it real. Oh, yes, Linda, totally. Oh, my gosh, Darla, I appreciate you so much. That's wonderful. Thank you. You can definitely go into the comments, type in !, notify, and then you will know when I am live, and you get to see what am I doing that day, because you know me, it's always something different. We are going to use, I have to go around, I can't reach over, you guys. All right, these are like skewers from dollar store. And oh, I didn't mention, you guys, this is the glue that you want to use because we can't hot glue fake bakes. So it is a Gorilla super glue gel. I usually get it Walmart, Hobby Lobby, whatever, whoever has it. So I'm going to, and again, ideally we would want all of this to dry a little bit, but the show must go on. This is too long. And let's see. I like to pre-drill so that it makes it a little easier. And I'm just going to go in. There you go, baby. Oh, forgot to glue it. We're going to glue it. And I could, come on, baby. You're brand new. You can't be doing this to me. Ideally, well, technically, we could hot glue that little part. Come on. Where are you? Oh, because it is the wood. There we go. Going into the styrofoam. But I don't want to do that. I got to get the glue off my finger. Oh, my clay is going to be messy. Oh, yes. Hey, Patricia. How are you? See, Donna, I love all of that too. Like, give me power tools and I am one happy girl. So I am leaving this a little lifted, right? Because we're still going to go around. And now I'm going to secure because once the that dries, for some reason, the name is just not coming to me. It will help hold everything together. Okay. And we're going to put that on that side. We actually, depending on what kind of clay you are using, technically you never want to leave the clay hanging out. Hey, Karen. You just want to cover it. Yeah, listen, let's not talk about what I forget when I'm live. It's forget about it. Of course, we need to have a little chocolate, right? I love chocolate, you guys. It's all about the chocolate. It's all about the chocolate. Oh, that's not good. Who said that? Gwen. Oh, hey, Marianne. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you all here. My ice cream shop. Sorry, ice cream parlor. Ice cream parlor. We're going to make another little one. You see how easy? Super easy. And this is the bows. And you can tell it's a little harder. No, I'm not liking that. Sorry. Gotta make it a little prettier. A little prettier. Hey, Lillian. Hey, Sheila. You guys, all the ladies you see on here, make sure you go like and follow because all of them, lots, going to be in the lineup today with Blast from the Past. You guys, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what everybody's making. And I hope that I give you a good start to this fun day. I'm excited. I'm super excited to see. All right. So you see how this one is, you know, a little, I don't like that. Oh, I need the, dove l'ho messa? Just a little bit of that. What I didn't bring over is the white poofy paint for this one, but it's okay. So let's pre-drill. Okay. I'm gonna leave it a little longer. This thing is giving me agita first thing in the morning. Okay. I'm telling you, like, the glue is just a precaution type of thing, but with all the spackle going around, we really could do without it. Oh my gosh. 10:46. Come on, Nadia. We gotta put this beauty together. I came downstairs all dressed and my hair done. And, you know, it took me a little bit. And my husband goes, but I thought you had a live. Like, you're getting dressed as if you're going to a party. I'm like, honey, it's always a party with me. And he's just shaking his head. He's like, okay. I'm just going to fill on the bottom to give him more stability. And once that dries, we got all this yummy ice cream going on in here. And all this pretty. Hey, Chasey. Thank you. New follower from Ohio. Cindy, I got a little nervous. I didn't know where you were going with that. Listen, you know what? It's life. And this, you know, it's life. You gotta just go with it. I'm definitely not perfect. I like to have fun. This is supposed to be fun. And I love to learn lots of new things and bring them to everybody. You know. So. And I always, can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me see if I could do it. I don't know. Let's try. Helping myself. Oh, go. There we go. With the scissors to bring this in. And now I want that to kind of come down a little bit. And we're going to make it all pretty. Okay. So. Just making sure that when it dries, and then once it dries, if my ice creams, of course, they're going to shrink a little bit, right? Because that's the nature of the clay. That's the nature of the clay, right? Then it's okay too. I'm going to go in with more of the... Come on, baby. There we go. Oh, that is so cute. Wanted to try something, but how much time we got? We got 10 minutes, you guys. Thank you, Lorraine. Hey, Cindy. It's best way to learn. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm trying. We're going to put more, ¿cómo se llama? More cherries, more cutesies, more thingies. You got to go with it, you guys. You know, again, for me, it's all about having fun. And I'm sure that I'm not doing this perfect. I'm sure there's many different ways, you know, a more, ¿cómo se dice? Professional way. Like, you know what? I like to learn as I go. Does that make sense? I like to learn as I go. So I just had an idea. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'm making a ball and pointing it a little bit like that. Ooh, like that. Nothing special, nothing, you know. I'm going to flatten the bottom. That's too long. Just like, I don't know. I like to start things and then learn as I go. Does that, you know, if it doesn't make sense, it's okay. I'm going to use a little bit of glue and we're going to make us a swirly ice cream. Let's see if it comes out. I don't know what's going to happen. If we don't like it, oh well. I wasted a little bit of clay, you know. I wasted a little bit of clay and I'm just wrapping it around, you guys. I don't care for it to be perfect. Like that, just like that. Again, I don't care for it to be perfect. Oh, that got dirty. Okay. No, I'm not going to put that in yet. Let's put some sprinkles on that. I can't put, like, I would love to put the bling rope on there like I did on this, but I can't because it's still too wet. And I like for the ice cream to dry and then put the rope. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of like squishing this a little bit together so that when it dries, I'm not going to have too much spacing. By the way, when it dries, if it does have all the spacing and stuff like that, I'm just going to go in with a trim or more sprinkles or whatever I might want. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to... Look at that. I'm going to tell my husband today, I want ice cream today. I want ice cream today. Honey, what do you want to do today? I want to go buy ice cream. I want ice cream. I need ice cream. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, that's too long. There we go. There we go. Let's see if this is going to work or if it's going to... 54, you guys. Okay. Just a little boom, boom. Boom. There we go. And where's my cherries? Thank you, guys. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Look at that. I'm going to add a couple of more pieces back here. And make it all pretty, you know, just a little bit. I think I want to add another of this color. Yeah. That color. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Hey, Lindsay. Thank you. Thank you. Just a little some. Just a little some. You know what? I showed you guys how to do the ice cream things. What I didn't show you is how to fill this. So let's do that real quick. Let's use this one because I want to do this one. Yeah, I'll do. Okay. So I have my, I keep wanting to say icing, but you know what this is, right? Spackle. And this one I did add my plaster of Paris, and that's why you see a little bit of the texture. I hope it comes through. And it is pretty stiff, right? So all I'm doing is I'm putting it on my little stick and coming up. And that's it. You just do it like that. And then you decide if you want it straight with the edge of your cup, right? Or if you want it to come up a little bit like that. I kind of did that in a couple of spots, but, and then usually, you're supposed to, not usually, you're supposed to let this dry, and then you can go ahead and do all your fancies. So, but this is how easy, it is. And I'm just using a little stick. To go in. And if I wanted to do the bottom, I would use my piping bag to fill in the bottom, you know, so that you can see the bottom. But that's it. And then this, I will probably, I'm going to bring you guys up. That I will probably, hi guys. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, get the camera straight. Okay, so that's what we made. And I'm going to finish the other side, and then I'm going to post, and I'm going to finish this up and post pretty photos of it. And this is how we got to that. And if you noticed, I left a little bit of the top not done here because I did this yesterday late afternoon, and I said, thank you, Lynn. I figured if this wasn't dry enough, I could still place a little piece of styrofoam on top to decorate and do all of it. I wanted to do 6 projects today, you guys, but I talk too much. But this, look at this cute little, I don't know, this really brought me back to the 50s, and I never been to the 50s. I'm just saying. All right, so there we go. We're going to put more cute little things.